All protocol observed, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to say a few words on behalf of the SANTRUST VUT cohort of 2011-2012. I'd like to start with something that Socrates, Greek philosopher, said, and he said, I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. This is something that at many occasions during this journey we actually say to one another because it's an emotion that we experienced. As Charmaine explained to you, during our very first session at Quest during the holidays last year in June, we learned about the Isivivani and the principles behind that. And we learned that it serves as a beacon of where we come from and where we are going. We also became aware of the reality of this image in our daily engagement while we were there at Quest and interacting with one another. And as we build it brick by brick or stone by stone, the one module followed on the next module, and it culminated in this achievement that we are celebrating here today. When I reflect on our own personal journey, I would like to share with you a fable of an emperor from the Far East. And I'd like you to bear with me. I want to read the story to you and then just draw some lines through to our unique situation of our participants. There was an emperor in the Far East, and he was growing old, and he knew it was time to choose a successor. Instead of choosing one of his assistants or his children, he decided to do something different. He called upon all the young people in the kingdom to come together. He said, "It is time for me to step down and choose the next emperor. I have decided to choose one of you." The kids were shocked, but the emperor continued, "I am going to give each one of you a seed today, one very special seed. I want you to plant the seed, water it, and come back in 1 year from today with what you have grown from this one seed. I will then judge the plants that you bring, and the one I choose will be the next emperor." One boy named Ling was there that day, and he, like the others, received a seed. He went home and excitedly told his mother the story. She helped him to get a pot and planting soil, and he planted the seed and watered it carefully. Every day he would water it and watch the seed and to see if it was growing. After about 3 weeks, some of the other youths began to talk about their seeds and the plants that were beginning to grow. Ling kept quiet, checking his seed, but nothing ever grew. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks went by, still nothing. By now, others were talking about their plants, but Ling didn't have a plant, and he felt like a failure. 6 months went by, still nothing in Ling's pot. He went, he just knew he had killed his seed. Everyone else had trees and plants, but he had nothing. Ling didn't say anything to his friends. He just kept waiting for his seed to grow. A year finally went by, and all the youths of the kingdom brought the plants to the emperor for inspection. Ling told his mother that he wasn't going to take his empty pot, but his mother said he must be honest about what happened. Ling felt sick to his stomach, but he knew that his mother was right. He took his empty pot to the palace. When Ling arrived, he was amazed at the variety of plants grown by the other youths. They were beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Ling put his empty pot on the floor, and many of the other kids laughed at him. A few felt sorry for him and just said, "Hey, nice try." When the emperor arrived, he surveyed the room and greeted the young people. Ling just tried to hide at the back. "My, what great plants, trees, and flowers you have grown," said the emperor. "Today, one of you will be appointed the new emperor." All of a sudden, the emperor spotted Ling at the back of the room with his empty pot. He ordered his guards to bring him to the front. Ling was terrified. The emperor knows I am a failure. Maybe he will have me killed. When Ling got to the front, the emperor asked his name. My name is Ling, he replied. All the kids laughed and made fun of him. The emperor asked everybody to quiet down. He looked at Ling and then announced to the crowd, Behold your new emperor. His name is Ling. Ling couldn't believe it. Ling couldn't even grow his own seed. How could he be the new emperor? Then the emperor said, 1 year ago today, I gave everyone here a seed. I told you to take the seed, plant it, water it, and bring it back to me today. But I gave you all a boiled seed, which would not grow. All of you, except me, have brought me trees and plants and flowers. When you found that the seed would not grow, you substituted another seed for the one I gave you. Ling was the only one with the courage and the honesty to bring me the pot with my seed in it. Therefore, he is the one who will be the new emperor. So, be careful what you plant. It will determine what you will reap tomorrow. The seed you now scatter will make life worse or better for you and the ones around you. Yes, some days you will enjoy the fruit, or you will pay for the choices of the seeds that you plant today. And this story reminded me a lot about the journey that we embarked in. And if I reflect on it, I see VUT as providing a very strong clay pot for this growth process. Just as the emperor in this story, the management of VUT had the vision to try something new, to embark on a new approach. And they had a specific agenda. The agenda was to fast-track the completion of PhDs at our institution. We could say that they provided this proverbial clay pot, providing a very tangible manner to support the people involved in the process. This commitment to the participants is reaffirmed in various forums, and we all know about that, and will continue throughout the mentoring and future development processes until we complete. If I think about the role that SANTRUST play in this process, I see them as the ones providing the seed. Luckily for us, we did not get the boiled seeds. And we all know that the quality of the seed also impacts on the harvest that we have at the end of the process. So I see that SANTRUST provided us with the preparation of the ground from which we are going to harvest this PhDs that we are working on. The gardeners sowed the seeds, and they were the numerous experts that all brought